condition at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. Florida law now requires insurance companies to look at the condition of your roof and not just its age. RoofMax makes your roof like new by strengthening and conditioning it, extending its life by up to 15 years. We'll even give you a free assessment of how much life your roof has left, and not just its age. RoofMax makes your roof like new by strengthening and conditioning.
It's happening now through Monday at Rooms to Go. Shop 100 perfect picks, each just $9.99 or less. Picture it, your home fully furnished in your style. With living rooms, bedrooms, and dining rooms, each for $9.99 or less. So many stylish options, each $9.99 or less. And it gets even better. Finance for as low as $20 or less per month, interest-free for 50 months, plus free doorway delivery. Don't wait. Offer ends Monday at Rooms to Go.
Let's face it, tests matter for college admissions and scholarships.
The high ACT score really helps with getting scholarships.
Huntington has helped me reach my full potential, and now I have a lot of options for college.
Call Huntington Learning Center at 1-800-CAN-LEARN for tutoring and test prep.
This is South Florida's Choice Watch News. At 10.
Detectives with a clue in the case of a hit and run that left 2 people injured in Deerfield Beach. Abuse allegations emerge after a coach is accused of punching students. Targeted attack. A man opens fire at an ICE facility in Texas. What we're learning about the shooter. Hailed heroes. 2 strangers jumping into action to save a driver from a fiery crash. And positionless player, a high school star who does it all, from quarterback to kicker, even breaking state records along the way. All right, good morning, South Florida. I'm Olivia Deventi and for Alex Diarmas.
And I'm Tavares Jones. Today in Florida at 10 starts now.
This is 7 News Today in Florida.
Off the top of 10, double trouble in the Atlantic. We are tracking Tropical Storm Umberto and another system stirring right next to it. Here's a live view across South Florida on this Thursday morning. Looking pretty lovely here, if I do say so myself.
So far, let's get you a check of the area weather as you start your day. Meteorologist Erica Delgado in the Plex with a first look at our forecast. Hey, Erica, good morning.
Hey, Tavares, Olivia, you're absolutely right. So far, a quiet start to the morning, different from the last few mornings where we saw showers moving in from the Atlantic. Today, we're so far drier, but we still have enough moisture in the air for showers and storms to develop later this afternoon. But we are keeping a close eye on the Atlantic basin. We're now watching 3 different areas. One still for development, but we have 2 named systems currently in the Atlantic. Closer to home, though, high pressure beginning to build across the region, so scattered showers and storms do return to the forecast while we watch this tropical wave here now beginning to move into the southwest Atlantic. That's the one for development, and that's the one closer to us here in South Florida. Temperatures are on the rise now. 87 in Hollywood, 86 from Pompano Beach all the way through Fort Lauderdale. That goes for Hialeah. 85 right now in Miami, and Homestead, you've warmed now to 87 degrees. Working our way into the Florida Keys, we're starting to see some low 90s. Big Pine, 86 in Key West and Marathon, 85 currently in Isla Mirada. All of South Florida with the wind coming off the water. It's out of the east-northeast, still light, anywhere between 3 to 5 miles per hour. And we've been dry across South Florida, some showers near Palm Beach, but now with the wind coming off the water, we'll have to see if any showers develop over the Atlantic waters. And it has been a stormy start for the Bahamas, I should say, Bimini and the rest of the northwestern Bahamas. Forecast today does call for highs reaching into the lower 90s with scattered showers and thunderstorms developing later on this afternoon. And once again, we do have 3 systems that we're watching. Hurricane Gabrielle racing towards the east-northeast, Tropical Storm Umberto, and of course, we're still watching this one tropical wave near the Greater Antilles with a high chance of developing. Closer look at all this coming up in my full forecast.
Now it's had a new clue weeks after a hit and run in Deerfield Beach sent 2 people to the hospital.
7's Neil Garcia reports as a search for the driver intensifies.
Fanny Schindel is walking now with a little help.
Oh my God, it weighs a ton.
Nearly a month ago, a car hit her and her boyfriend, Jesse Abernathy, as they crossed Hillsborough Boulevard in Deerfield Beach.
We were both laying in the road when they hit us. I was able to get up, thank God. But if I couldn't have got up, I hate to think what would have happened.
On Wednesday, deputies released a picture of that car they think may have hit her and her boyfriend, and then kept going. Broward County Sheriff's investigators are looking for this red car, and they believe the front right side
morning. Good morning. Good morning, all you beautiful people out there in attendance today. We got a lot to talk about today. Holy shit. Can we go a day without some crazy shit happening? I'm just saying, people in the chat right now, we got so many things happening. There's immigration. There's stuff with the election. Then you got Charlie Kirk. And now you have a Dallas, Texas shooting at an ICE facility. In the chat right now, everybody put Dallas, Texas shooting. Everybody in the chat put ICE, put immigration. Let YouTube know what the hell we're talking about right now. We want all the people to come into the building right now. Shout out to the 150 people in the damn chat right now.
Make some noise!
And welcome back to the Brandon Mason Show. I'm just saying, baby. I'm just saying. We got a lot going on. Yes, let me tell you something. The internet was going crazy. We got people in here fixing it still. So bear with us as we get through today's show. I see what's going on behind me. A lot of craziness, as you guys can probably see. And we're going to get right into it right now. Let me show you something. I'm trying to show you guys some new clips on the screen behind me so you guys can see some craziness that's going on with me. But before I do that and show you some new upgrades to the studio, I'm going to dive into what was just transpiring. Let's take a look.
You can hear the gunshots. Denise Robleto was waiting for her mother at the Dallas ICE field office and started filming. I was with my sister praying, she said.
At least 3 people shot. Multiple people shot.
Police say the gunman perched on a rooftop, killed 1 detainee and wounded 2 others before taking his own life. No ICE officers were injured. DHS calling it an attack on ICE law enforcement. The FBI releasing this image of shell casings found near the shooter, engraved with the words, anti-ICE. Tom speaking with the acting ICE director.
There were some brave men and women on the ground that went into those vans, were pulling those detainees out while they're under fire.
And they were all shot while they were in the vehicle?
They were shot while they were in the vehicle, right. So the shooter obviously didn't know who was in the vehicle. He was just randomly shooting at windows into vehicles that he already seen down there.
The agency releasing images of bullet holes in a window and American flag inside the facility. Authorities say the gunman fired multiple rounds from the top of that building into this ICE facility a few hundred yards away. Tonight, NBC News has learned the shooter is 29-year-old Joshua Jahn, according to multiple senior law enforcement officials. John's brother described him to NBC News as unique without elaborating, saying he didn't have strong feelings about ICE as far as I knew, and that he was not a marksman, that's for sure. It comes as DHS says there's been a 1,000% increase in violence against ICE officers, including an ambush-style shooting outside an ICE facility in Texas, and a man appearing to open fire at immigration agents during California protests. President Trump tonight blaming Democrats, posting, "I am calling on all Democrats to stop this rhetoric against ICE and America's law enforcement right now."
All the vile talk against ICE, calling us Nazis, Gestapos, that something like this was going to happen, and it did. And, for me, it's my worst nightmare. Never thinking that in our own facility, our own location, we take sniper fire in a major city.
All right, Priscilla joins us now live. And Priscilla.
Now, hold on a second. People in the chat right now. Shout out to the 400 people in the building.
Make some noise!
We're going to dive into a lot today. So people that are joining us right now, let me get my screens up here rocking and rolling. Here we go. Today, so you know, here's the headlines for today. We got a lot of videos to show you. If you're in the chat right now, smack that damn like button. Make sure you subscribe. Our goal today is to get to 74,000 subscribers because all the beautiful people coming into the building right now, you're going to see that tick up right there.
New subscriber.
Now let's dive into it right now. Dallas ICE shooting turns deadly as the shooter hits detainees and then ends his life as the police start to approach him. We're going to talk about right now. I want to go into some things right now. Was it Republican? Was it a Democrat? We're going to that and a lot of the confusion going on who was shot. They said 2 was dead. They said it was ICE. First they said there was someone from ICE shot dead. Then it said it was detainees. Then the bullet says anti-ICE. So the question is this. Was shooting at ICE agents and then he hit the detainees? People watching and listening, it can be very confusing. He hit detainees, not the ICE agents. At first I saw it, he said, this guy's opening fire on the roof again, hitting ICE agents. They hit detainees, people watching live in the building. So here's the thing right now. I'm going to go over that. Was he Republican? Was he a Democrat? Was there a racial stereotype now for shooters that are starting to come out? I'm going to talk about that. Charlie Kirk has a new shooter evidence. People are saying the world is divided by people are saying it was a different shooter. We'll dive into that. Jimmy Kimmel returns to television or not. Every time I say Jimmy Kimmel, it sounds like I'm saying Kimball from back Kindergarten Cop, Mr. Kimmel. You guys seen that movie, right? kindergarten cop, I say Kimmel, and it sounds like I'm saying Kimmel. Got to talk a little bit slower in the damn live stream. Kamala Harris is back on the scene as well with her new book, and she flips the script. We're going to talk about that. And through all of this, there's a new statue that was put out there in Washington, D.C. that shows Trump and Jeffrey Epstein up there and was later removed. So, wow. Welcome back to the show, Thursday, September 25th. Let's dive into it today. I got clips. I got videos. I want to see what you guys think about this as I was watching. Let's take a look.
Today at approximately 6:40 a.m., we received a assist the officer call. We responded to the call, got to the scene, and we later learned that we had 4 individuals that were shot, 2 of them deceased, including the shooter. The DPD was able to locate the shooter who was deceased. We're going to be working this investigation shoulder to shoulder with our federal partners. The FBI is on scene, and right now I'm going to introduce you to the SAC of the Dallas Field Division, FBI Joe Rumrock.
Yeah, good morning. My name's Joe Rothrock. I'm the special agent in charge of the Dallas FBI Field Office. I want to first start by thanking our partners in local law enforcement, specifically the Dallas Police Department, for their quick and timely response. I can confirm at this time that the FBI is investigating this incident as an act of targeted violence. It is unfortunately just the most recent example we've seen of targeted violence, to include here in North Texas, where back on July 4th, we saw a coordinated attack carried out against an immigration detention center in Alvarado, Texas. What I can also share with you is that early evidence that we've seen from rounds that were found near the suspected shooter contain messages that are anti-ICE in nature. Again, this is just the most recent example of this type of attack. This will be a whole of government response. There will be no resource not utilized to bring all those individuals who are responsible to bring them to justice and to hold them accountable. While we're not releasing identities of any victims at this time, what I can confirm for you is no members of law enforcement were hurt during this attack. If any member of the public has information that would help the FBI's investigation, I would ask that you please report that to 1-800-CALL-FBI. Again, any piece of information will be helpful.
So hold on a second. People in the building right now watching live. Shout out to the 700 people in the chat. Listen to me right now, people. If you're watching live, smack that like button, subscribe to Gay. We got to get to 74,000 subscribers today. Here's the question. Was the shooter actively trying to hit ICE agents, or was the shooter actually trying to hit the detainees, the immigrants, the prisoners? People, hear what I'm saying. I know people are getting confused right now. I'll tell you right now, I was getting confused my damn self. I'm watching news going, oh, guy on the roof open fires at ICE agents. I'm thinking to myself, wow, a lot's going on right now. A lot of things are happening. Conspiracy theories now are coming out again. And here's the problem. Republicans, Democrats gets more divided, right? What are Republicans saying? That was a Democrat that did that, right? What are the Democrats saying? That was the Republican that did that. Why? Because you got 2 different things. The man shoots and kills. By the way, first it was 2, 3 dead, then 4 dead, then 1 dead, then it's 2 dead. So there's 2 dead, 1 detainee was killed, more than that shot, 1 killed, and then the guy ends his own life, right? The shooter. So that's the 2 people dead. Then it said someone else died, someone's in critical condition. So it keeps going back and forth. How many shot, how many dead? Here's the thing. The bullet says anti-ICE on it, though. That's the problem. The bullet says anti-ICE. Wouldn't that lead you to believe that this man is against the Republican Party, against the people? Now, you could be a Republican and just be against ICE, right? That's out there in the chat right now. If you're watching live in the building, was the shooter a Republican or Democrat? I'm asking you to get what you guys got. I'm looking at the chat right now. If the shooter is on the roof and is shooting at the ICE facility and hits detainees, no ICE officers, if the guy has a great shot and the guy's a great shooter, then we know he was obviously going for the immigrants, right? But the bullet says anti-ICE. Wouldn't that lead you to believe, if the bullet says anti-ICE, that he's against those people? Hold on a second, people. Excuse me. Let me scroll. I got my coffee here this morning, right? By the way, I got a message that says, we love you. My wife made this for me this morning. I just noticed this. You guys probably can't see this. It says, we love you on here. Thank you. Brittany, I appreciate that. I just saw that message for the first time, and I appreciate that. Those little things go a long way with your wife. Let me just tell you something. I love that. Just saw that. Shout out to the 900 people in the building right now. If you're watching live, smack that damn like button. If we get to 500 likes in the next 30 seconds, I'll give a lucky person $1,000 in the chat. All you got to do, people, I try to do this every damn day. I want to give a big giveaway to somebody in chat. If you're watching live in a building like this, double tap your screens. We get to 500 likes next 30 seconds. I'll give a lucky person $1,000. Moderators, let me know. And shout out to Pitbull Mom. Happy birthday to you. We love and appreciate you. Happy freaking birthday. So let's move on to this topic here. Let's take a look at what's going on. I got the clips right here I want to show you that were kind of interesting. Let's take a look at this real fast.
Just getting new information here from officials on the ground. Dallas police say 4 people were shot in total and 2 are dead. That includes the shooter. Officials just gave an update saying that they are investigating the shooting as an act of targeted violence.
Now, you notice how they keep on flipping that, right? Like it's 4 shot, it's 5 shot, it's 3 shot, it's 2 shot. Because you know why? People watching live right now, because we get information, we want to talk about it, right? On the stream, let's go on the stream right now. I'm going to be first one to talk about it. I'm going to get on here right now live. I'm going to tell you all about it. I know like this much information. I know everybody else knows, right? And you get on, you start talking about it. That's why when shit happens at night, instead of getting that emergency stream out, I say, hey, tomorrow morning, I'm going to come in here and get my shit right. You know what I'm saying? People watching live stream right now, you know we're getting our studio update. I'm just saying. I want to come in here correct with all the information, okay? And here's what I got, all right? Now we know some of the information that's real. Things are happening. This is another young man, 29-year-old Joshua. I'm going to say his name a couple times. Joshua Jahn, okay? Jahn. Spelled it wrong like 5 times trying to write the description, okay? Identified as the man who was attacking or shooting immigrants at the ICE facility in Dallas. Now listen. Black people I got black people, white people coming in and talk about it. Listen to what they're saying. It's stereotyping, saying that only white people do these kind of shootings. Now, I'm biracial. I'm white and black. So I'm going to call it like it is, okay? I will tell you this, and this is not a racist message. This is not me saying that white people or black people are bad, but I will tell you this much. Every time there's a school shooting, right, or one of these kind of sniper shootings, I'll bet all my money this was a white guy. Now, doesn't mean that the only person that does it. And by the way, if you're listening to my live stream, you know damn well I call it like it is, okay? Now, if it was gang violence or a stolen car or this kind of theft or that, all of a sudden in these different cities, you're like, that might have been a black person that did that. But I can tell you right now, there's no black people out there that I saw with school shootings and sniping people out. So look, let's take a look at this real quick. And if I'm wrong, tell me how you feel about it. But let's show this clip right here, people.
Another one, thank you. Y'all blame the left every time. But y'all won't make it really obvious that every time we have one of these issues happen in our country, it is always a white male. 99.9%, it is going to be a white male. There is an epidemic going on in the white community when it comes to their men. Joshua Jahn, 29 years old, unalived 2 immigrants, 2 migrants, 2 detainees. The police were never at any harm. He was allegedly directing those shots at immigrants, at migrants. No police were hurt. And the right went on a whole rant about it's the left, when we have no evidence on which side this boy is on. But I can tell you by looking at him that he's a white male. Now I looked up the last name just to make sure. And the way his last name is spelled, it is a German Slavic origin name, a variant of John, common in Germany, Austria, Czech Republic, and other parts of Central Eastern Europe. You can also find it in Jewish families. Well, are we finally going to address the problem? The real problem in America? Whether they're on the left or the white?
Now look, she came in here and she says the left or the white. It's like that takes it too far, right? No one's coming here trying to speak from a racist perspective, left or white, right? What we're saying is this, Republican or Democrat, and then we're speaking the truth. There's stereotypes out there. Hey, listen, if you're watching live in the building, don't come here and get your panties in a bunch, because you know how we get. I'm just saying, Von's coming back in the building right now, fixing some of his camera setups in here. We got a lot going on in the studio, as you guys can probably see. And shout out to all the freaking sponsors of our show, Black Crest. I got my shorts on right now. Wish I could stand up and show you my damn shorts right now. Actually, I could stand up. Let me see. I'm a Black Crest. You probably can't see my damn shorts right now. But you know what? I got to bring them on here. What I'm saying is this, people. Was this a Republican or a Democrat that did this shit? Shout out to the 2,000 people in the building.
Make some noise!
And hold up, you guys heard what I said. If we get to 74,000 subscribers today, I'm doing a damn giveaway right here on the live stream. Another $100 giveaway. Smack your like button right now. Double tap your screens, people. We got to get to 500 likes right now and get those subscribers up, baby. I see them running up. Now, I have another video I want to show you, because that was one person saying it's white people doing this and black people doing this, and we got to keep it real. Right? Let's keep it real in the chat. Don't come here and get your panties in a bunch. As soon as we heard the shooting, there's a sniper. People weren't like, oh, it's a black sniper out there. Black people get they get no credit for sniping people. They get no credit for school shootings. And I'm not saying that's bad. That's a good thing, right? But I'll tell you this much right now. These young kids are out there. First off, then they're going to say it's a gun problem. Democrats are going to go, it's a gun problem. I got to tell you, I'm a Republican. I see both views, both sides. I keep it unbiased. I love everybody. But let's be real. It's not guns killing people. It's people killing people. Am I right in the chat right now? Is it guns killing people, or is it people killing people? Because you know what? In the chat, I'm just asking. Because the reason why I'm saying this, and I know people said, is he Spanish? Is he Brazilian? I'm white, black. Listen, my family is mixed. I got Spanish cousins. A lot of people think I live in Miami. People think I'm Brazilian. Yes. Okay, I speak Spanish too. You know what I'm saying? Not perfectly, but I can speak it. Okay? But here's the problem. And we'll have to have another show on that. Here's the problem. Every time there's a shooting, we have all this evidence. The guy ends his own life, right? So what happens? There's a bullet that says anti-ICE. That would make this guy more than likely a Democrat. Now, I'm not saying that he's got to be. Again, there's Republicans that are against ICE, but not many that I know, okay? Anti-ICE leads me to believe that he is a Democrat. If you agree with me right now in the chat, put yes, okay? The reason why I'm saying that, okay, is because they are the ones that are following Newsom, Governor Newsom. Like, let's go out and follow him around and say, hey, let all the illegal immigrants all through the country, and they can be everywhere they want to be and walk all over the place, and they don't even have to come here and check in. They could, if it's up to Newsom and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and Democrats, they'll let everybody in the damn country, right? And everybody in the chat, I appreciate you. I don't care where you're from. But Governor Newsom out in California will let everybody in this damn country. Let me tell you something. That's not a safe way to do it. Okay? I'm not saying I don't like these people. I live in Miami. We got a lot of them. A lot of great people here too. But the result is they're illegal. We don't know what's going on. Can't go to any country illegally. They're going to kick your ass out. You know what I'm saying? Go to any country in the world, literally 99% of them, and show up without your passport. They're going to be like, Brandon, you got to roll. Where you from? I'm like, USA. All right, how long you been here? I'm like, 35 days. Oh, you're expired. You got to roll. How long you been here? Right? So if you're in the chat right now, first off, if you're watching live, in the chat right now, put your damn state. Where are you based right now? I'm watching you live. Where are you based? Drop your state. I'm down here in Miami, Florida. Put your state, and if you're not from the U.S., then put your damn country right now in the chat. If you're not from the U.S., put your country in the chat right now. Okay, if you're watching live in the building right now. Shout out to all the people coming into the building.
Make some noise!
And if you're stressed out, sit back and do what? Smoke weed every day. Do what you got to do. That's all I'm saying. Look at all the beautiful chats coming in. We got Pennsylvania. We got Ohio. We got Illinois. We got Maryland. We got Arizona. We got Texas. Poor Texas out there going through it, boy. All the weather each year is going crazy out there. We got Jersey in the building. We got Nigeria in the building. Orlando, Florida, Arkansas, Alabama in the building, Serbia in the building. Look at all the countries and states coming in. Carolina, Australia. Look at the chat, people. Everyone comes in right now, coming in the building. We're talking about something that's important. Okay, the ICE shooting happens. Now, check out these videos right here. I got a lot of things to show you. So everybody, bear with me as we show some of these clips. We're going to show live interaction, live clips, live videos. Let's take a look.
2 people have died and several others have been injured in a shooting at an immigration facility in Texas. Police say that the gunman opened fire from a rooftop of an office building opposite the immigration facility just after 6:30 a.m. One person has been killed while another is in a critical condition. The shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Pass on some more information. We just got confirmed. The 3 people that were shot were apparently in ICE custody. We were told a white male was shooting at detainees from a rooftop, that the suspect shot himself when approached by law enforcement.
Look, in America, we disagree. That's fine. That's the democratic process. But your political opponents are not Nazis. We need to learn to work together without demonizing each other, without attacking each other. And I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the brave men and women of law enforcement. I want to say thank you to the brave men and women of ICE and CBP and everyone who puts their lives on the line to keep us safe.
And here's the thing about it. All these people that are trying to help people step up and get the shooter, these are young people causing crimes and violence and shootings. People are like, well, mentally sick. And I saw this video yesterday and it said, well, he's mentally sick. The shooter that for Charlie Kirk was just mentally sick. They keep on the stabbing on the train. Ukrainian girl gets stabbed by this guy, mentally sick. Everybody's mentally sick that does this. I don't care what you do. You go out there and physically crush your wife or beat your wife or do anything crazy, violent crime, shootings. It could be domestic. It could be just random strangers. It could be shootings on roofs. Either way, this is considered mentally ill, right? Like everybody now just gets a mentally ill pass. Like, oh, he can just plead insanity and then no. That shit's done at this point. If you're asking me, every time somebody does, everybody's mentally ill. Every crime goes out there, steals a car. You got kids in the car mentally. By the way, shout out to all the freaking super chats coming into the building because we had one earlier. Mr. Manu, we appreciate you. And also Kevin right now.
Make some noise!
We appreciate you and good morning to you. I want to make sure I say that. I missed a super chat in there. I apologize. Let me read this one. People, not G's. So people do violence, not party. Are you saying that it's any party? Are you saying it isn't just a political party, it's just people in general? Is that what you're saying, Kevin? People in the chat, we can ask that question. And if you're a Trump supporter, because Trump's getting mad. I got him on the thumbnail this morning. He's getting pissed off about this shit. If you're a Trump supporter, put Trump in the chat right now. And if you're not a Trump supporter, then in the chat, put impeach or put not a fan. I want to see people in the chat right now. Yeah, got my beard growing out there. Big Bill. You see my beard going out there right now? Rocking and rolling. I couldn't grow a beard my whole life. I grow a beard, it's silver. I'm like, okay, that's crazy. Just grew the first one. You know what I'm saying? Got this all trying to get lined up, trying to be cool out here, calm and collective. We appreciate you guys coming to the chat. I got a lot of videos to show you right now, so I want to get through some of this shit. But take a look at this. Here's a video you have to see, people, right now. Let's take a look. Are you a Trump supporter or not? I want to see how you're feeling right now. You love Trump. Impeach, how are you feeling? Our goal today, by the way, we got to get to 74,000 subscribers. So smack that damn like button right now. I got to get to 500. Take a look at this clip right here.
We have an update from this morning's shooting at the ICE facility in Dallas, Texas. Authorities have identified the gunman as 29-year-old Joshua Jahn, and this is the only time I will say his name and show his photo. From here on out, he will only be known as the shooter. Now, here's the latest update on what investigators say happened. The shooter climbed onto a rooftop near the Dallas ICE field office and opened fire on a van that was carrying migrant detainees into the facility. 3 people were hit, 1 died at the scene, and 2 remain in critical condition at the hospital. None of the ICE agents or law enforcement officers were injured. As police moved in, the shooter turned the firearm on himself, and he was found dead with a rifle next to him. Investigators then discovered unspent rounds engraved with the words anti-ICE, which you can see in this picture. And they also found his car nearby with a disturbing poster taped to the side showing nuclear fallout zones across the country. And then inside that vehicle, officials say that they recovered other materials that point to planning and an obsession with catastrophic events. Now, the FBI says that they are treating this as an act of targeted violence and emphasize that it was not random. Witnesses outside the facility reported hearing about 20 shots in rapid succession, sending people driving for cover as chaos erupted. Now, one thing that's really important to update is that it was reported earlier that 2 of the detainees had passed away. Homeland Security has revised that toll and said that only 1 is confirmed dead and the 2 others are still in critical condition. So just wanted to make sure that you knew that in case you heard something different. Mexico's foreign ministry has confirmed that one of the survivors is a Mexican national. Anyways, this is everything that we have as of right now that's confirmed. Make sure to hit that follow button if you want to stay up to date and drop your thoughts about everything in the comments.
So let me take a look at that right now. Everyone goes back and forth. It was a Republican. It was a Democrat. Asking these questions. Right? This guy was mentally sick at 29 years old. You're out there freaking out. By the way, shout out to you guys subscribing right now.
New subscriber.
Oh, you beautiful people today running that shit up. We're trying to get to 74,000 people today, and you guys are going to make it happen. I can see it going up right now. Thank you. We have live guests coming on our show. As soon as AT&T gets in the building, they said by Friday, it's going to be done. We're going to have all of our guests in here. You're going to see athletes. You're going to see politicians. You're going to see celebrities. You're going to see OnlyFans models. You're going to see influencers. You're going to see transvestites. That's why I said it. Trainees coming into the building. I'm going to have them sitting here, all respect to them. We're going to hear what they got to say about their dating experiences with guys, even athletes. We're going to hear about it loud and clear in the building. I can't wait to hear some of that. So if you want to hear the craziness and see the craziness live in the building, subscribe right now. I'm seeing it running up. Let's get to 74,000 subscribers right now. Smack that damn like button. Let's get to 500 likes right now. Moderators, tell them 500 likes in the next 30 seconds. We're giving out $1,000. Double tap your screens right now, people. Now let's take a look at this real quick. I got a question for you people in the chat while we're doing this. Okay, at 29 years old, how bad is your life that you're going to go on a rooftop? First off, had to plan this out a little bit. Didn't just, hey, wake up, get the gun and just go out there and use your rifle and get the shot off, right? It's like he's watching TV. He's looking at the internet, right? Has to be. Looking at certain things on the phone. Having his own experiences with people, right? You guys know what I'm talking about. This shit's happening on a daily basis. And then one fine day in Dallas, people minding their own business, going to work or whatever, goes up there and open fires and starts striking people with a rifle. Now, here's the question. In the chat, I asked this question before. Was the shooter a Republican or a Democrat? I watched a lady out there on here and she was like, no, this guy's a Republican. I'm like, I don't know about that. They said, well, because he hit all immigrants. Well, then why does the bullet, guys in the chat right now, girls in the chat, ladies in the chat, men in the chat right now, I'm asking you a question. I want to see it really quick. Was the shooter a Democrat or Republican? I'm going to tell you why I'm asking in a second. I'm looking at the chat right now. In the chat right now, was he a Democrat or was he Republican? I see Zipper came in and said Democrat. I see UVA said Democrat. Here come all your messages. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Let me know. I want to see right now why. And then Dennis said, lunatic left. Everybody's saying Democrat right now. Everybody's saying he was a Democrat in the chat right now. I'm looking at what's going on. Wow. Type it again, people. And I want to know why. Because if this man's a Democrat, on the bullet, it says anti-ICE. With the bullet. So apparently this guy had bad aim. Right or wrong? Apparently he had bad aim. Because if the bullet says anti-ICE, that would lead everybody here to believe he's against ICE, right? Am I crazy yet? Am I crazy? He'd have to be against ICE, which means he's shooting at the ICE agents. I don't think you could be against ICE and then hit the detainees, the prisoners, the immigrants, if you're against ICE, right? But then I watch these clips, and the lady gets up there and goes, no, he was Republican because he shot the immigrants. So it's backwards. And the guy ends his life. We're like, whoa. Hold on a second. Not that we love for you to be around doing this kind of shit, but we got questions for you. You know what I'm saying? We got questions for you. And if you're asking to show up and just start shooting people and end your own life, that is what a coward does. And I hate it because he's 29 years old. But this guy was 40s, even 30s. I'm in my 30s. Okay, watching me live in the building right now. If you're in the chat right now, drop your age in the building right now. Shout out to the 3,000 people in the building.
Make some noise!
You're watching live in the chat right now. Put your age in the chat right now. Everybody put your age in the chat. This little silver here is wisdom. Let me tell you something. I told you I grew my first beard and it came in silver, damn it. What do you guys think? Clean shave or keep the beard? Let me know in the chat. Keep the beard or shave it off? Let me know. Okay? And put your age in there right now. Here we go. 21, 57. Look at all the ages coming in. 44, 43, 30. Look, we got people. Someone's 122. Holy shit, God bless you. You're 122 years old. God bless you. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit, God bless you if you're 90. You know what I'm saying? In the building right now, through all this craziness, as soon as if you're in your 60s right now, 60s, 70s, you're probably seeing some shit. You're like, man, what the hell's going on? And if we're buffering in the chat, I apologize. We're fixing the internet in the damn studio right now, and it's been acting stupid. I'll be honest with you. It's been a problem. If it froze up, refresh your screens, and we're about to get back to it in just 1 second. Refresh your screens, people, like I'm refreshing mine right now. Refresh your screens, people, and we'll get right back to it right now. And I apologize for the buffering right here. It's going to fix itself. I apologize. It's just been going on in our studio now for freaking a month. And they said they're fixing it in the next 24 hours. So I apologize if we're buffering right now. Okay? Now let me get this going right now. Let me get this clip up for you guys to watch. Let's take a look.
You can look at him and tell he don't look like a conservative. He doesn't look like a conservative. And these bullets look like 30-06, and I did some research, and it does look like he used a 30-06 rifle. Writing on the casing seems to be copycat-ish. Now, he was a coward and didn't go out like a man, and he took his own life, just like in the ICE facility. Now, we're going to go through, I'm going to play the news clip so you can see the updates, but we're going to go through and have a conversation of why I know for a fact, in part, that these things are happening in the attack against ICE agents, and it has nothing to do with conservatives. Roll the clip.
Guys? Griff, we just heard from Todd Lyons. He said, hi, we had shots fired into the Dallas ICE office, into the ICE office, specifically into the Sallyport, as you were saying, Griff, area where detainees are brought in. 3 people have been shot and en route to the hospital. Reports are the shooter is down from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Reports are all ICE employees are accounted for, still searching and securing the scene.
Yeah, and Ainsley, Secretary Kristi Noem, DHS Secretary, is now responding on social media as well, saying that there was a shooting this morning at the Dallas ICE detention facility.
You can look at him and tell he don't look like a conservative. He doesn't look like a conservative. And these bullets look like 30-06, and I did some research, and it does look like he used a 30-06 rifle. Writing on the casing seems to be copycat-ish. Now, he was a coward and didn't go out like a man, and he took his own life, just like a beta. I want to say the other B word, but I'm a good Christian. But the dummy didn't even hurt anybody in the ICE facility. Now, we're going to go through, I'm going to play the news clip so you can see the updates, but we're going to go through and have a conversation of why I know for a fact, in part, that these things are happening in the attack against ICE agents, and it has nothing to do with conservatives. Roll the clip.
Guys?
Griff, we just heard from Todd Lyons. He said, hi, we had shots fired into the Dallas ICE office, into the ICE office, specifically into the Sallyport, as you were saying, Griff, area where detainees are brought in, thought and en route to the hospital. Reports are the shooter is down from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Reports are all ICE employees are accounted for, still searching and securing the scene.
Yeah, and Ainsley, Secretary Kristi Noem, DHS Secretary, is now responding on social media as well, saying that there was a shooting this morning at the Dallas ICE detention facility. Details are still emerging, but we can confirm there were multiple injuries and fatalities. That's new and troubling. The shooter is deceased by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. She says, while we don't know the motive yet, we know that our ICE law enforcement is facing unprecedented violence against them. It must stop. She adds, please pray for the victims and their families.
And Griff, you know the threat level is very high right now for ICE. There was a bust done also in Texas of a group of individuals of the train.
All right, let's go to the next clip, clip 2. Roll it.
Yeah, good morning. My name's Joe Rothrock. I'm the special agent in charge of the Dallas FBI.
I apologize out there, people, as we're trying to get in here. If you guys can hear me okay, put a Y in the chat right now. If you guys can hear me okay, put a Y in the chat as we get ready to fix this thing. And I apologize with the issue that we're having with the buffering connection. It's been a real pain in the ass, to be completely honest with you. We're trying to work on that. If you guys can hear me okay, at least put a Y in the chat right now. I'm trying to get all this updated for you in the chat. Fixing internet, I'm putting in the chat right now. It's been an everyday process in the last 2 weeks. I sincerely apologize for that. And we're getting that done and adjusted right now. But if we are live, if you guys see it fixing in the chat, please let me know if you guys can hear okay in the building. If you give me 1 second, I'm going to try to update this. It's been an issue. It's been an issue here in the building, and we are still trying to get this fixed. If you guys can hear me okay in the chat right now, put a Y in the chat and make sure you guys can hear me. There's been an issue here in the building and severely messing up our connection. So I'm trying to get all this updated right now as we speak to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. I know I do see the issue. I will actually sign off and sign back on in 1 second, but it seems to be coming back on and working and then buffering. So if you guys are live, if you guys can hear me right now, put a Y in the chat. That way I can make sure you guys are there. And I do sincerely apologize for the issue that we are having right now. It's something that I cannot control. The building is trying to fix that. And we are working on this. So I greatly appreciate you as we're trying to update the systems here and refresh internet connection. If you guys give me 1 second as I do that, I will be right back on. If you give me 1 freaking minute here to get this updated. Give me 1 minute as we get ready to do that. The building itself is going through a massive update here in the building. Are you guys back in the building now? Can you guys hear okay? Put a Y in the chat if you guys can hear it okay. I'm trying to get this updated. I apologize. I see the people not coming back into the chat. 1 second. Here we go. Give it 1 second, people, as we get ready to get into the building right now. If you guys can hear okay in the chat, please let me know that you guys can hear okay. Give me 1 second while I put this up here as we get ready to get started.
Today, just with the heating of the day, and that heating is going to take us into the lower 90s with an early chance of showers, and then eventually a lot of that will quiet down overnight. Heading into the upcoming weekend and especially into early next week, all eyes on the tropics, and depending on the placement of that future system, we could see some drier air. That's your 7 on 10 forecast.
Take a look now at Wall Street. The Dow is down 40 points, the Nasdaq down 114 points, and the S&P down 25 points.
And now topping the Biz Buzz, a recall rundown. Anchor is recalling nearly 500,000 portable chargers nationwide.
This is because of the power banks overheating and catching fire, with dozens of incidents reported. They were sold between 2023 and this year at retailers like Target and Best Buy. The company is offering refunds or gift cards.
Well, you'll want to check your freezers. The FDA is recalling frozen shrimp sold in over 24 states. Kroger and Aquastar brands may contain a radioactive isotope. The products were sold between June 12th and September 17th. So far, no illnesses have been reported, but consumers should throw them out or return them to the store for a refund.
Now to the road, Ford is recalling over 115,000 pickup trucks built in 2020 and 2021. Those models including the F-250, F-350, and F-450, which may have a faulty steering shaft. Safety officials say the part could detach and cause drivers to lose control. No crashes or injuries have been reported, but dealers will fix the job for free.
Well, the labor market has given way to a new trend. It's known as job hugging. According to ZipRecruiter, a career expert, job hugging is a recent term given to employees that hang on to the position longer than they plan to. Experts say that even if the workers are not successful in jumping into a position outside of their current workplace, they can still build new skills at their current job.
All right, well, coming up on Today in Florida.
Stick around for 7 Sports.
What's up, everybody? We've got a loaded sportscast coming your way. From the Heat to the Dolphins, Inter Miami, and the Marlins, I'm Josh Moser. We get you all caught up in sports.
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses, and now they're yours, son.
Wow, I want my own.
Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
At Florida Blue, we're constantly solving to make healthcare better for the people of Florida. And we want you to know how we're solving with health solutions that make healthcare more affordable and easier to access. Offering plans that fit your needs and budget, making mental health appointments more available, personalizing care to manage chronic conditions, and working with hospitals and doctors to lower costs on your behalf. See health solutions that are making healthcare more affordable. Florida Blue, your health solutions partner.
Do you or a loved one suffer from varicose veins, spider veins, leg pain or cramps, swollen legs, ulcers in the legs, or difficulty standing for a long period of time? If left untreated, these symptoms can become more severe, leading to more serious medical problems. USA Vein Clinics.
Here he is, 83rd minute on the penalty kick. Bottom left goalie never had a chance guessing the wrong way. It's 3-0 Inter in the rain. 86th minute, the Herons back on the attack. Messi, how about the rare right-footed shot? It's a brace for the captain and the 4-0 victory to clinch that playoff berth. The Marlins winning 7 straight, hope to keep the streak going in Game 2 against the Phillies. Philly winning the National League East, hoping for a win to try and secure the first-round playoff bye. Fitting, it is former Marlin Jesus Luzardo on the bump for Philly in this one. So Flow Pro dealing. 7 scoreless, striking out 10, setting career season highs and strikeouts. At Trey Benson. Expect Benson to become the new workhorse in Arizona now that James Conner is out for the season due to that foot injury. Benson is now the Cards' official RB1, and he has RB2 upside in your fantasy league this week. Expect the additional touches to only increase productivity. Start him. My sit is Patriots running back Ramondre Stevenson. Yes, I understand he's the top back for New England so far this season. However, he's coming off a poor week against the Steelers where he only rushed for 18 yards and fumbled the ball twice.
Okay, guys, we're back in the building right now. If you guys can hear me okay, about to get things started back again. We're going to find out in just 1 second if things are actually smooth or not. Here we go. Let me see if I got this rocking and rolling. We're back in the building right now. How the hell you guys feeling out there? And I apologize for the craziness going on in the chat right now. There's been a lot of things that are not functioning properly on our side. So I'm going to get right to it right now. If you guys can hear me okay in the chat, let me know. If you guys are watching live in the building, we should be good. I'm taking a look at it right now, trying to see who's in the chat. If you guys are here right now, smack that like button, subscribe. I'm going to get right to it right now. We lost a few minutes, obviously, due to the internet malfunction in the building. But we're back right now, and we're going to talk about it. I want to ask you guys some questions. We were talking about whether the fact that the bullet that came in from the shooter in Dallas, it says anti-ICE. That will lead me to believe that the guy has to be a Democrat or someone that's against ICE at least, okay? Most of them would be Democrats. Republicans on the other side of things going, hey, hold on a second. We'll take a look at this. They actually the man shot 2 detainees, then shot himself. So was he aiming for detainees or was he aiming for ICE agents? That's a question right now. And I had a clip I was showing you right there. Then we got disconnected. Let's take a look.
We are just down the way from the ICE detention facility off North Stemmons Freeway in Dallas, where we know several detainees have been shot. We know 2 people are dead. The sniper also dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The shooter on an adjacent roof shooting into the government building. This is what the scene currently looks like, again, just down the way from the ICE detention facility. Very active. We've already seen some patrol units make their way out of here to go even further down the way. That is where you see all of the flashing lights and sirens. We have seen patrol units, SWAT. We know the FBI is here. We also have seen Dallas Fire Rescue ambulances. And on the other end of the street, roads blocked off by police, sending everyone under the overpass there, again, off 35E. This all unfolded shortly before 7 a.m. It is now 9 a.m. We are staged at a Burger King off North Stemmons Freeway, where Dallas police have a setup. They're going to give us hopefully more concrete details about what unfolded, what comes next in this investigation. Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson also on his way. Tune into WFA Plus. We are going to live.
We're back in the building now. If you guys just sitting here with me, we were live for the first 40 minutes. All of a sudden, 30 minutes, it starts buffering crazy. So what the hell is going on, people? Like, are they shutting the whole damn operation down, the internet in downtown Miami? Like, what's going on? We came in here. I got a lot of videos to show you that I didn't get a chance to show you yet. And we had a whole argument in the damn chat right now. Take a look at the stream right now. We had a whole argument in the chat. And people were like, wait a second. The shooter was Republican. The shooter was a Democrat. We're going through some of that. And there's stereotypes out there, people, right? There's stereotypes out there. saying that if it is a shooter, an active shooter, a school shooting, a bombing, these kind of crazy things that are targeted, like massive, crazy violence, people are saying that's a white person. And they said, yeah, but if it's like a robbing or gang violence or something like that, of that magnitude, they're saying that's black people, right? And those stereotypes. Is that true? I can tell you right now, I haven't seen any black snipers, right? But you take a look at the violence in these black neighborhoods, you kind of understand why it feels like that, right? Without trying to call a spade here and being honest, right? If you're watching live in the building, I greatly appreciate you hanging out through the craziness of today's show with the crazy malfunction of the internet. Now, I'm going to get to this right now because I love what Tatum had to say. I'm going to show what Tatum had to say. We got disconnected. Let's take a look.
You can look at him and tell he don't look like a conservative. He doesn't look like a conservative. And these bullets look like 30-06, and I did some research, and it does look like he used the 30-06 rifle. Writing on the casing seems to be copycat-ish. Now, he was a coward and didn't go out like a man, and he took his own life, just like a beta. I wanted to say the other B word, but I'm a good Christian. But the dummy didn't even hurt anybody in the ICE facility. Now, we're going to go through, I'm going to play the news clip so you can see the updates, but we're going to go through and have a conversation of why I know for a fact, in part, that these things are happening in the attack against ICE agents, and it has nothing to do with conservatives. Roll the clip.
Guys?
Griff, we just heard from Todd Lyons. He said, hi, we had shots fired into the Dallas ICE office, into the ICE office, specifically into the Sallyport, as you were saying, Griff, area where detainees are brought in. 3 people have been shot and en route to the hospital. Reports are the shooter is down from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Reports are all ICE employees are accounted for, still searching and securing the scene.
Yeah, and Ainsley, Secretary Kristi Noem, DHS Secretary, is now responding on social media as well, saying that there was a shooting this morning at the Dallas ICE detention facility. Details are still emerging, but we can confirm there were multiple injuries and fatalities. That's new and troubling. The shooter is deceased by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. She says, while we don't know the motive yet, we know that our ICE law enforcement is facing unprecedented violence against them. It must stop. She adds, please pray for the victims and their families.
And Griff,
what do we do about this, though? Like, is it the upbringing? Is it the parents? Is it the kids' school? Is it the simple fact that these kids are seeing stuff on the internet? Is it because, hey, I'm playing Call of Duty? And I'm not blaming them. I'm just giving an example. Is it because of things that these kids are exposed to, right? Grand Theft Auto, these video games. A lot of us played them, right, growing up. And it's always, listen, one person can cause a massive destruction. Right? That's the issue. One person can shoot Charlie Kirk. One person could go to Dallas on a roof and just start shooting detainees or shooting at ICE agents. And so one person could go and do a school shooting. Right? It takes one person to have a crazy act of violence where people are like, holy shit, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And so I understand when I hear people get up there and the first thing they say is, that had to be a Democrat that did that. That had to be a Republican that did that. The reason why is because we are in this state of emergency in our country and kind of in the world right now, in this state of emergency where people are like, that had to be this, that had to be that because of your viewpoint. Instead of going, that's a bad person, that's a sick person, or that's a problem, needs help. That person needs Jesus. They're like, no, that's this, that's that. So let me show you this clip again because as we got disconnected in the shit that I wanted to show you, I'm going to show you this video again of how this lady was speaking because it's kind of important to understand what she was saying. And she was going back and forth. And then she just said, you know what? This is a white person. This is a Republican. This person said this way. Everyone has their own reason and viewpoint to this. So I'm going to go back and show this clip. And I do apologize. I had a bunch of videos on here. And then when I had to restart stream, I lost a couple things. So I'm going to try to pull that up real quick while you watch these clips real fast.
2 people have died and several others have been injured in a shooting at an immigration facility in Texas. Police say that the gunman opened fire from a rooftop of an office building opposite the immigration facility just after 6:30 a.m. One person has been killed while another is in a critical condition. The shooter died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Pass on some more information. We just got confirmed. The 3 people that were shot were apparently in ICE custody. We were told a white male was shooting at detainees from a rooftop, that the suspect shot himself when approached by law enforcement.
Look, in America, we disagree. That's fine. That's the democratic process. But your political opponents are not Nazis. We need to learn to work together without demonizing each other, without attacking each other. And I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the brave men and women of law enforcement. I want to say thank you to the brave men and women of ICE and CBP and everyone who puts their lives on the line to keep us safe.
All right, I got the video now, and I apologize for all the damn buffering that was going on internet connection. I got the video back in the building right now, so take a look at this clip. Let me tell you how you feel about this video.
Another one, thank you. Y'all blame the left every time. Every time. But y'all won't make it really obvious that every time we have one of these issues happen in our country, it is always a white male. 99.9%, it is going to be a white male. There is an epidemic going on in the white community when it comes to their men. Joshua Jahn, 29 years old, unalived 2 immigrants, 2 migrants, 2 detainees. The police were never at any harm. He was allegedly directing those shots at immigrants, at migrants. No police were hurt. And the right went on a whole rant about it's the left, when we have no evidence on which side this boy is on. But I can tell you by looking at him that he's a white male. Now I looked up the last name just to make sure. And the way his last name is spelled, it is a German Slavic origin name, a variant of John, common in Germany, Austria, Czech Republic, and other parts of Central Eastern Europe. You can also find it in Jewish families. Well, are we finally going to address the problem? The real problem in America? Whether they're on the left or the right?
This is the part that is very difficult, okay? She says, let's address the real problem, talking about a white person. Then you got white people saying it's black people. The reality is you got a sick person that's doing some shootings, right? And every time it happens, it's a sick person doing something. Everyone's like, what the hell's going on? Why would he get up there on the roof, wake up in the morning one day and say, hey, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to snipe some migrants at an ICE facility. He obviously has something that he didn't like about it. He didn't go out there and just shoot someone on the street that's walking on. He went to an ICE facility. So now you know he's focusing on either the ICE, detention center or the migrants that are already in there, or someone that he didn't like that was in there, right? It's the only thing you can think of. And I know people watching the live stream right now, we had some serious, crazy internet issues this morning, and it was malfunctioning. So I appreciate everyone that's watching live in the building right now. You beautiful people that hung out here in the chat through all the bullshit this morning. On Friday, we're told it's being fixed. Our goal today was to get to 74,000 subscribers, and because of the internet and connection, everyone was kicked out and back in. We had 3,500 people in the chat, and we lost connection. So I apologize for that. If you're in the chat right now, I just want to say thank you. Get ready for all the crazy shit that's coming. And I'm looking at the screen right now. We are 64 subscribers away from hitting 74,000. So if you're watching live, hit that damn like button, subscribe right now. I'm going to show you a few more clips right here that I know you guys missed because of the bullshit issue that was going on.
We have an update from this morning's shooting at the ICE facility in Dallas, Texas. Authorities have identified the gunman as 29-year-old Joshua Jahn, and this is the only time I will say his name and show his photo. From here on out, he will only be known as the shooter. Now, here's the latest update on what investigators say happened. The shooter climbed onto a rooftop near the Dallas ICE field office and opened fire on a van that was carrying migrant detainees into the facility. 3 people were hit, 1 died at the scene, and 2 remain in critical condition at the hospital. None of the ICE agents or law enforcement officers were injured. As police moved in, the shooter turned the firearm on himself, and he was found dead with a rifle next to him. Investigators then discovered unspent rounds engraved with the words anti-ICE, which you can see in this picture. And they also found his car nearby with a disturbing poster taped to the side showing nuclear fallout zones across the country. And then inside that vehicle, officials say that they recovered other materials that point to planning and an obsession with catastrophic events. Now, the FBI says that they are treating this as an act of targeted violence and emphasize that it was not random. Witnesses outside the facility reported hearing about 20 shots in rapid succession, sending people driving for cover as chaos erupted. Now, one thing that's really important to update is that it was reported earlier that 2 of the detainees had passed away. Homeland Security has revised that toll and said that only 1 is confirmed dead and the 2 others are still in critical condition. So just wanted to make sure that you knew that in case you heard something different. Mexico's foreign ministry has confirmed that one of the survivors is a Mexican national. Anyways, this is everything that we have as of right now that's confirmed.
What's crazy though is how hypocritical this whole story is. Because if he just shot the immigrants, it'd be like, damn, he was going after immigrants. He could have been a Republican. He didn't like the immigrants, or he had a bad shot. That was it, right? Maybe he was just a bad shot, or he was targeting them. That's it. The fact that you add the bullet to the equation, where the bullet says anti-ICE on it, then you're like, wait a second. He's against ICE, but then he shot an immigrant. So he had a bad shot, or he's severely confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is becoming an issue where years ago it was like what? A shooter once in a while, right? In the chat, you guys know what to talk about. Before it was once in a great moon, some crazy shit would happen. Now it's every month. Yes or no in the chat? Are we not seeing new shit happen every single month? You know what I'm saying? It's like every month. 1 month it's a shooting here. 1 month it's a shooting here. While you're talking about the shooting, there's a school shooting going on over here. And then there's a bomb going off over here. And then all of a sudden, when you're sitting there, you're talking, you're like, man, there's a lot going on. Then you're like, oh, another guy gets sniped out from a roof. Then they're shooting over here. It's like, is there something going on where people are constantly planning shit? Like right now, do we have people out there that are planning another assassination? You know what I'm saying? Like right now, because we don't see it right now. But tomorrow in the news, you know you're going to see something in the next week or so heading into, October, Halloween, God forbid. Going trick-or-treating in mass groups. Going to concerts. People in the chat right now, do you guys go to concerts, yes or no? I don't go to concerts. Why? Unless you're backstage hanging out, in some really good seats. You get to see what's going on, meet the celebrities. I'm not going to concerts. Because you know what you do? You get out there in front of thousands of people. And it's no way to live. Don't get me wrong. There's no way to live. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying, going to concerts sets you up to be around a whole bunch of people that one person in there could do some dumb shit. Am I right or wrong? Like, living like this is very difficult because you never know if there's one dumbass person in the room. And when I say dumbass person, I don't know these people personally, but I do know waking up, instead of speaking about it or going to an authority or building something or creating something, you go on a roof and you snipe out people at a distance, and then end your own life. Like, what was the point? These people are sick. They don't even plan to be there tomorrow. So what I'm saying is this, and there's a question I got. I had this conversation more with Vaughn in the building. I said, and actually he said too, he's like, what would be the reasoning of shooting at one or two people? Like, if you're going to go out like that, if you're going to go out and X yourself anyway, I mean, you might as well do anything. You might as well do some crazier shit than that. I'm just saying, and I'm not trying to say, hey, people should go out there and do that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, excuse me, you either knew you were going to end your life or maybe you didn't. Maybe you did it and you said, oh man, and you kind of got frantic and maybe that's what you did in the end. You just had this emotional high. They're getting something out of it. Right? And I apologize. All the people in the chat right now, I know the buffering. I know the internet bullshit. I know the AT&T crap in the building they're fixing right now. And you guys spending the time here today. We had a shit ton of people coming to our live stream. And yes, people, we would have had in today's show over 250,000 views. And instead it was down because of that. We're going to get that shit fixed. So don't you worry about that. All you new subscribers that came in here today, the 400 new subscribers today, we're going to fix the issue. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have live guests on here, sports, entertainment. Like I told you, we have politicians. We got transgender coming on the show. We got OnlyFans models. We got everything coming on the show live in here to hang out. So if you like sports, entertainment, hit that like button right now. Subscribe right now. And I know the damn internet was screwed up. So thank you for being here through all the bullshit. I appreciate it. It's been a wild morning. We're going to get that shit fixed, and I'll be back in tune, in touch tomorrow morning, live in the building. We'll be right here as long as the shit works out. If they're going to fix our internet tomorrow, then I'll be here Monday morning. People watching live right now in the building, I'll be here tomorrow. Unless we're fixing the internet, then we'll make sure that we are live back here on Monday if tomorrow is not possible. Thank all of you for joining today. I know it's been a whole bunch of bullshit. I'll end you with this. Without you, there is no show. We need one more subscriber right now to hit 73,950. Smack that like button, subscribe, join our network, join the Brandon Mason Show, join the Mason Mob in the chat. We love and appreciate you. I will make sure that we get this fixed because there's nothing like having a damn live stream with no internet. Can't nobody go on here and talk live with no damn internet. I'm in the building right now. You can see our new studio live in downtown Miami. They're fixing all the shit out here that I can't control. And I didn't want to come on here and miss a day. I said I got to fight through it. So that's why I came in the damn building, just so you guys know, people that are dealing with a bunch of shit, I apologize. All right? Everybody in the building right now, love and appreciate every single one of you. Smack that damn like button, subscribe, and get ready for the crazy shit we're going to have in here. You're going to see the logo pop up on the screen. I'm asking everybody in here right now. LaToya's in the building. How you feeling? If you're watching live in the chat right now, as I sign off, refresh your screens in 10 seconds and leave a message on this video. Everyone watching right now, I'm asking you to do this because all the shit that happened today. When I sign off, give about 10 seconds, refresh your screens, okay? And I want everyone to leave a message on this video about what happened, about the shooting, to let people know that we're back in the building. We're fixing the damn internet. All love to you beautiful people that stuck by today. I'll see every one of you tomorrow morning. If they fix the internet tomorrow and I can't go live, I will 100% be here on Monday. All love to you. Have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow or after the weekend. Take care.